saying put more up, put more up. She needs more pictures.
I know a couple people saw it. My computer background I got on the computer right now is the last picture I took of Judy. Oh, here I'm saying. What?
Back.
Oh my God. I'm going backwards. No. Picture of Judy when she was really young. There she is. This picture, I think, she was about 10 years old. And this, I think, she might have been in the 5th grade. Some of them I don't know. The picture of her mother, you can really see the resemblance. She looked a lot like her mother. This middle picture is taken. That was when Judy and I, when I first started dating her. This picture was her last school picture. This is one of the younger ones. Wolfson and Cook were united in marriage. We were married the 30th of June, 1962. She died on the 30th of December. We were married 50.5 years. That's a testament. Wow. Oh my God. And this fella that stood up with me, our best man, unfortunately we lost him just a couple years ago. He dated Judy before I did. One night we was on a double date. And I was more interested in booze than I was in women at that time. And I really didn't want to go, but he says, come on, we're going to get a couple girls and we'll just go. So we did. It's funny because he pulled off on some lonely road, and after a while I said, Richard, I got to take a walk. So we took a walk and done what we had to do. And on the way back, I just nudged him, hey, you want to have some fun on the way back? He said, what's that? I said, when we get back, let's make a switch. And we switched. That time, she was my girl. Which shooter call? Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know who made the book. I know I got it together, but she hired out to make the book. But they've done a good job. My son, he's having some problems, but he's here out in the camper, but he remembers this picture. He said his grandfather there was so proud, but he said he remembers when that picture was taken. I'm sure I probably looked like a giant. This series here was good. I had the snowmobile. That's an old review. I think I bought that in 67 or 68, something like that. And we went up across the straits with my sister and her husband, and we were just playing around, and we stopped, posed for a picture. So I grabbed her, took her over, and thrown her in snowbank. And they got it on film, so that was great. Oh my God. Wow. They touched up these pictures too. It is great. Oh Lord. Some of them really shows the beauty. She was such a beautiful girl. And here this was at our youngest son's wedding. He was dancing. This is with the son that's here this weekend. This picture was taken in church. There's our youngest son he's dancing with. Youngest son carrying her on his shoulders. And he was a little wiry little guy. I didn't know he could pick her up, but he did. Here's one of our grandchildren was just born. We've got the pictures over there. She was pretty proud. This is our first grandchild. And our first grandchild lives in Omaha, Nebraska. This is other granddaughter. Our son's here. It's his first daughter. Oh, he only had one daughter. Had one daughter and one son. And this was taken. Judy and I went to Arizona for 5 different winters. And that was taken out in Arizona. This is our granddaughter. This was just taken at a party. Looked like they took a picture. I was sleeping. You can see that was an exciting party. I don't remember when this picture was taken, but it was a good picture too. It really is. The same thing here. I know somebody made a comment once about here at the get-together. It was one morning, me and maybe 2 other guys were sitting here just talking. I think Jim had his camper here, and we were sitting out there talking, and all of a sudden Judy come out of the house, and she come over to me, and she says, "Oh, hey, I just want to let you know I'm up, and I'm going to go in and get busy now." And she gave me a kiss and walked back in the house. I know they made a comment about it, but we were just, Judy and I were so super close right to the end. She had her problems at the end, but I guess we all have some problems with them. But that's true. And I'm sure you all see this picture of this cottonwood. This was taken up here on Baldwin Road, just about a quarter mile down the road. I always wanted to go around and measure the circumference of that tree, and they sold that land, and one day we went to pasture and they cut that cottonwood down. I said, "Well, we got to get a picture of it anyway." And we was only taking a picture, and I said, "Stand there so we can get a picture and show the size." I said, "Oh no, heck, just go ahead and lay down on the stump." Well, she did. I don't know. She was what, 5 foot, probably 5'1" or 5'2" at the time. You can see she's a long ways from covering that stump. It was bigger than that oak that Scotty was taking down today. Oh my God! Here's was part of our rabbits. We used to raise rabbits out here. Had rabbits and chickens. Oh boy. I got a picture of her with Smokey the Bear. That was out in Washington, D.C. Tom Morrissey, Woodstock Silkstone, was gracious enough. He took us out there when Popular Mechanics had the stove challenge. And Tom won the challenge for the cleanest burning stove there. And it was quite a contest. So I have to admit, Tom kind of surprised me after that. He won the prize, I think it was $25,000. And he split it between 2 other people that was there demonstrating their skills. One was a young fellow from Washington State, and the other one, I think, was from overseas. But they were just young and getting started, and he donated half one, half the other to serve. Very generous of him. This picture was taken out in Woodstock Silkstone in their factory one day, and I was walking around taking pictures, and I walked around, she was talking to Ken, and I said, "Hey, it's true to Judy." I think there's probably another picture in here where she did, one time we were cutting wood back there. I just had 2 poles. We got one up on a sawhorse, couldn't get the other one. I was joshing her, and I said something to her, and she turned out, and I got her right mid-stride with her tongue sticking out at me. But yeah, these pictures were taken at Woodstock. These are, you remember, now he hasn't been on a forum for a long time. My IS, he's my home. Yeah. Darren was here for one of our get-togethers. Well, we met out in Woodstock. Ray Bonds, I'm sure several of you know Ray. Tony Vito used to be on the forum, but he just hasn't been on the forum anymore. And then there's John, Fishing Pole John. Okay? And there they caught us in the bar. Judy demonstrated one of the new stoves. Yeah, that's the Absolute Steel. And here's Tom Morrissey and Judy and myself and Tim's brother Brian. Okay? Judy was back in the garden one day, and I said, "I want you to reach the top of that pea vine," and she couldn't quite reach the top of it. I said, "That'll make a good picture." So Oh, and this picture here was the group where Tom took us out to the wood stove challenge in Washington D.C. And of course, he took us out for dinner a few times, and somebody snapped a picture. Judy working in the garden there. That was one of her favorite things to do. She loved to get her hands in the dirt. She loved. If I would bring wood up with the tractor, she says, "You bring the wood up and let me unload it." She'd get mad if I would unload it. I want to do that. So, and yeah, Dave, she's in shorts. That picture was taken in February, and we had a warm spell. We didn't have any snow on the ground. Yeah, Judy she wore shorts year round. She would always walk around barefoot too, and doggone hillbilly anyway. Oh my God. I didn't know about that picture. That was one time when I was giving door prizes here. Okay? And here, I guess that was just a group photo. Yep, that was a group photo. Again, that was taken right here. And over here, we was at a cider making party. This picture was taken down at Walt's, one of his get-togethers. And many of you remember Chris from Australia. He was pretty proud. I was on my recumbent bike. That's why I was really laid back like that. Chris wanted a picture of the bike, and I don't know whoever took the picture didn't really get the bike in there. What a shame. Judy won one of the shirts, Firewood River shirts. Kevin got in this picture, so did Tim. Kevin, Tim, and Judy stand in the background. And I think Scotty cut us a cookie, was it? You, Scotty? Was the oak we cut back here by the creek. And we didn't get all the signatures on it, but we got a bunch of them. Well, that's a beautiful group photo right there. I'm sure most of you recognize it was taken in front of the barn. And we want to make sure we get a group photo today, okay? I got to figure out how to set the camera for Where's Eric when you need him? Hey! I don't know what we were doing there, but it looks to me like she was giving me the whatnot for something.
That never happened.
Yeah. And here, that was good because Darren was showing her his phone. She didn't know it, but he was taking her picture. That was great. And this picture, this is the one that I have on the computer. This is the last picture I got of Judy. It was taken out here on the sand. I always, in the fall, every so often, I'd take her on a color tour. It used to be I'd take her on a four-wheeler when we got the golf cart, so I took her on a golf cart. And I think I'd stopped out here taking a picture of some red maple out here. And I turned around, she was staring up there, and I got to get her picture. I'm glad I took it. That was taken in October, and I took her in the hospital the night before Thanksgiving. So, and here, this is one of my favorite too. It just shows her contentment. You know, she laid her head on me, and she was always so contented that way. She loved it. The picture with the heart, that was actually, somebody was trying to give me a gift. Some company on the internet, they'll make things, we can get it like in a heart shape, and they make 3D out of a 2D photo. And you can turn it, and I mean, it's true 3D, did I get that right? True 3D, and they even put different colored lights in there that you could use. Unfortunately, they said our picture wasn't good enough. You know, they couldn't make a 3D. We didn't get it, but I saved the picture and I got it on the computer. This here, oh no, I guess that's it, folks. Thank you very much. This is
One on the back.
This is wonderful. Yeah. All right, Judy. Judy, you would be proud. Yeah. Thank you very much. Ah.